Are you looking for a fun crafty challenge today? What if I told you that your die cuts could be transformed to suit any season? We all have our favourite seasons, but have you ever thought to recreate a season using the dies that you have and challenge yourself to make something different with them? I've got this large layering tree die and it's a real statement on a card, and I figured it'd be a lot of fun turning this tree die into a winter theme and a summer theme card today. The first place I start is colour, because colour can really give you a vibe of a certain season or time of year. And for me, I'm going to start with the winter card. So I was thinking of the cooler sort of tones, and then I want to make an evergreen tree. So I got a really nice deep green colour, and just to change it up a little bit, I decided to go with a really deep purple in the background on the tree, like as part of the leaves. So the other thing I thought would work really well with this winter theme was to bring in a grey tree trunk that was kind of sitting along, even though it's a warmer grey, this one, it still has that cool vibe among the other colours. Now, once I've chosen what colour I want to use for the layers, then I can just simply run it through the die cutting machine. And it's a really easy set of dies to layer up. Sometimes it's really nice to make a seasonal card for someone specifically who maybe has a birthday in the middle of winter. Perhaps it's just a thinking of you card. There are a lot of different reasons why you want to sort of change up a single die and make it look different. For me, it was more about seeing how different this specific image can look by changing it up, using the seasons as a guide. So I used a liquid glue because it's really good on these intricate die cuts, and I made sure to grab a glue that doesn't leave like that residual shine, just in case some of it seeped out the edges. And being a winter theme, I decided to go with some snow on the trees, so the final layer of my leaves is actually white die cuts. So that was really easy to do. If you would rather do something a little bit more fun, you could add some glitter, maybe some shimmer paste I was thinking would work really well here, or even do a really light ink blending of some grey ink just to give it a little bit of extra depth. The other thing I was thinking about when I was creating cards for the season was that it really helps define a season by creating a scene, almost like adding certain things that just you automatically think of: a summer theme, a winter theme, autumn or spring. And for me, another idea for a winter themed card would be not to add any leaves at all to this tree, just use the trunk with all the branches coming off, and then maybe sit a bird up onto one of the branches. Even like a red cardinal would be really sweet. The other thing could be to add some strings of fairy lights or Christmas lights and Christmasify it. That'd be a lot of fun too. For both of the cards today, I decided to create a cloudy background. Not going to see a lot of this really, but it does add some depth to the scene, and I chose a cool pale blue for the winter scene to keep on those cool tones. If I was doing an autumn card, I would be heading more for like the warm vibe or the warm tones, because you kind of think, if I'm thinking of autumn, I'm thinking of falling leaves, reds, oranges, all those rich golden browns, and those really sort of cozy feelings. So I could, a little squirrel sitting up in the tree or at the base of the tree would be really cute. Or if someone's lying under the tree reading a book, you could put a little pile of books there. That would look really sweet too. So I grabbed the base die again for the layering leaves here and decided to make some snow. So it's leafy snow. Well, it's not leafy. It doesn't look leafy at all, but I thought it'd be fun to layer that up on the bottom. This is quite a busy card. I've been making busier cards lately, just having a bit more fun stretching supplies and creating more backgrounds. They're still fairly clean and simple, but I'm enjoying adding, I've always added dimension, but to add even more elements has been a nice challenge for myself as well. And I did cut this panel down a little bit to leave a border on the front of the card. And I added some 1/2 inch double-sided tape around the edges of the card, and I've peeled back the opposing corners, just each side where the tape begins, and I fold it back and I can lay the panel down onto the front of the A2 card and move the panel not where the tape is exposed, and once I get it in the right position, then I can press on those areas where the tape is exposed to hold the panel in place while I remove the rest of the release tape. This is a great way of lining up a panel on a card without too much stress. The sentiments today, I've decided to stamp a few out at the same time and die cut them out. I'm getting really good at this. It's handy to have them ready to go in the stash. And I've just popped it up over the trunk of the tree. I thought this would actually make quite a nice sympathy card or just a thinking of you card. It'd even be a great birthday card for our man. So we're on to our summer card now, and I've gone back to my colour palette again, grabbed out what I think are some really fun bright greens. I think a summer card, it just gives me those hot vibes, green leafy trees, bright blue skies. It all feels really sunny and warm, and I just kind of, maybe I'm just wanting summer here at the moment, but it's not too far away. I die cut all the layers again, and this time I didn't add my snowy layer, but I am going to change this up a little bit. You might notice that I don't have a trunk for my tree. That's because I'm going to be using this as a shrub instead. So it's nice to be able to stretch these dies and get a different look. And this has that keyhole system, so there's that piece to cover where you line up the keyholes too. Again, I've used the stencil to create a cloudy background. It's really easy and quick to do. This time I've chosen a different blue. It's a brighter, more sunny colour to me, and I thought it'd be fun to add some little flowers to the shrub that I've created, and just die cut one of the zero waste dies because it has a ton of everything. I just wanted something that cut a lot of flowers really quick, and they're nice and small. And then I'm going to use my bone folder, press the center of the flower into a soft mat, and that's just going to give the flower a little bit of dimension, because we all love dimension. Some berries would be fun to add here as well. Now, because it's summer, we like to sit out in the nice cool breeze in the evening, so I've grabbed myself a couple of chairs. And I'm keeping in the same sort of theme of colours here, and decided to go with a light lavender and a darker purple. Having that summery scene, we're going to be sitting out having a lemonade in front of the shrubs, sitting on our purple chairs. It'll be great, and you're all invited. Now, if I was doing a spring card and wanted to change it up a little bit, I'd be maybe thinking of these, more colourful vibes. So things like lots of pastels, maybe some fresh greens, something really cheerful and bright. And I keep visualising, if I want to seasonify it, that's my new word for today. I wonder if I should say sezonify. It doesn't sound right. No, it's seasonify. That's my word. But I would love to do a similar scene to this one, the summer one, but if I was doing it for spring, I'd add a fun rainbow maybe in the background, maybe some birds, flowers, some grass. It'd be a lot of fun. So I did pop up my chairs and the sentiment, and of course I didn't want to waste this little piece of shrub, and I just thought it flowed the design around the card a little bit better by adding it there to the front of the card. And of course my flowers are now coloured with a yellow centre. I did think about adding some little gemstones in there, but I wasn't in a gemmy, sparkly mood today, obviously, because normally I would have added a lot of glitter and shimmer and shine to that snow, but not today. So all together now we've got our winter design with the cooler colours, and we made the final layer of the leaves into some snow. And the second card is a summery design. Now I've chosen my most favourite and my least favourite season of the year. I'd like you to guess in the comments below what one you think might be my most favourite season of the year. And also let me know if you have a favourite card today, or if you're going to try to seasonify one of your card designs. Challenge yourself to do that. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Wait, we have more where that came from. If you're after fabulous card making tutorials, you are definitely in the right spot. Our amazing design team create and upload fabulous video tutorials right to this YouTube channel. If you don't want to miss another amazing crafting tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and click that fun red button that you can see. Let's become paper crafting experts together.